'Tis the season for traveling, and with school almost back in session, everyone is trying to get in those last-minute trips.
But with last-minute trips come a lot of stress keeping the family entertained. Jennifer Phelps, a.k.a. Miss Fix-It, is here to help us keep those kids cool, calm, and collected. Jennifer, how are you?
I'm good. I'm not cool, calm, and collected with this weather, but that's all right.
A little muggy.
It's a great day. It's a great time to get out of Tucson, isn't it?
Exactly.
And
There you go.
when we do that, how do we keep order in the car?
Well, first you always want to go to the shop and make sure your car's in good running order, because the only thing worse than roadside car trouble is roadside car trouble with kids.
Oof.
Correct.
Yes. So you go and get it checked out. You have your little roadside kit. You have this adorable little purple first aid kit. And of course, you're going to need paper towels and wipes.
Yes, always.
Yeah. And a good way to keep the car organized is this is a really great trunk organizer for all your stuff. And also, always remember the big bulky stuff that you're not going to need while you're driving and on the trip, the big bunch of luggage, put it in the back, out of reach, out of sight. Give yourself room in the cabin of the car.
Mm-hmm. Like that?
Exactly. So then we're talking about coolers, of course, because you want to have a cooler with your family stuff, and you can always use these traditional hard-sided things here. There's actually a little cute smiley face one that I found. It's cute for the kids. But also, though, you can take 1 part rubbing alcohol and 3 parts water and make your own, and it's a little pliable and it'll fit better around your stuff. Always remember to put the cool packs on the top, because cold air sinks. Sometimes people put them on the bottom, you put it on top, cold air sinks.
I have been doing that wrong this entire time.
Where have you been my whole life?
I always pack everything, and then I put the cool stuff on the bottom, and then I pack everything on top.
I want my accessibility to be on the top.
Exactly. Well, but things you can also do is, because these things take up a lot of room, freeze your water bottles, freeze your bags of grapes, freeze your little juicy packs and your Go-Gurts and whatever. Put those on top. Let those be your chill packs, and as they thaw, they'll cool as they thaw, and then they're ready for you to use when you're ready for them.
See, we need you.
I never thought of that.
I know.
See, there you go.
We need her.
But then you want to keep kids entertained. Now, you can always use the iPad and stuff like that, those fancy cars, but experts say not for trips shorter than 3 hours. And if you're going to go on a road trip, why not see the world that you live in?
Exactly.
That's my point. So my cousins and I, my best memories are the alphabet game, where you look for things, make competitions, A through Z. Actually teach them how to use a map. If you want to use technology, for example, show them how to use the GPS to find out where they're headed, find out interesting things about the places that you're passing, and make a game out of that. Keep them active and interested in looking out the windows. Mm-hmm. Then when they get tired of that, because it'll happen, we have all kinds of really fun games, and I happen to love like this 20 questions, and there's Pocket Yahtzee and all these fun things as well. Now, the other thing you can do where you put all this stuff, a toy bin on the seat between the kids also gives them a little space, and it's a shared bin.
A buffer.
A cooler. Exactly. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I remember that as a kid.
Yeah. So you can put a toy bin, or you can put a shared cooler between them, and if that's just not quite enough, this really cool back of the seat organizer, you can put one on the back of each grown-up front seat, and the kids can get to their own stuff.
Remember Trapper Keepers?
Yes. This is like a glorified trapper keeper.
It's like a hanging trapper keeper. Yes. But if it's toys and all that stuff, you can give them little maps. I mean, and that's really nice because they can have their coolers. And check this out. You've got to look at this. It blinks. I know.
Oh my gosh, it's like those shoes that little kids love.
And then this one does as well. But what you can do is give them their own little lunches, their own little snacks, allergies, things like that. Kids eat different schedules, different foods. Give them their own little thermal packs for that. Mm-hmm. Something to help kids learn about travel is to give them their own packing list. So I got this little, just adorably cute, I almost overdosed on the cuteness. This lights up to the Hello Kitty backpack.
Can you overdose on cuteness? Is that
you just touch it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I know.
And it's got glitter on it.
I know.
Yeah.
What girl wouldn't love
And what you didn't see, Amanda, is that little piece of paper there shows Amanda's packing list. So you can give your kids a packing list and let them help get themselves ready. You can make them their own little travel kit with a toothbrush, toothpaste, and put it in their own little bag, so they're all learning about travel and things like that. So give them their own list, give them a little responsibility.
I like that. Plus, you get them fired up to get going on the trip, because, I mean, packing is half the battle.
And
that's right.
The worst part of the battle, usually, too, for me at least.
And that's right. And if they're young, you want to lay out their stuff, that's fine, but you can show them how to put it in their bag. So that's fun. Now, all of these things are really great when you're on a trip, but actually some of these things that I'm sharing with you can help your everyday life as well. So these are things that help you get ready and get packed, get the kids on board, help them have fun along the way, have things accessible but not in your way. Take what you need and not what you don't. But the idea of having them pack their own bag, something called a go bag, is something that a lot of families use. There's a little stand on the other side. You can laminate a list with pictures on it, say for the swimming go bag. So you have your little swimsuit and all that stuff, and once it's used, they put it back in. They have their little picture with the names of the things next to it. You can have a karate bag, a dance class bag. It's their go bag. It's ready to go, so mom and dad don't have to pack over and over every time the kids have a class. Exactly.
Well, and let's be honest, when you're working, and you don't have a ton of time, and then all of a sudden you're trying to grab your kids, and they're like, "But where's my ballet slipper? Mom, where are my cleats?"
Well, there's not a guarantee that that won't happen, but they'll have their little laminated card which reminds them of everything they need in there, so they can help learning how to do that. And so that's a great way that travel readiness can help you with everyday readiness. And don't forget, those little soft alcohol, one part alcohol, 3 parts water, chill packs,
yes,
also good for injuries, wrist, ankle, whatever. They're also good for first aid at home.
And then those just work in a little Ziploc baggie, right?
Double Ziploc, make sure.
Make sure.
Okay.
Make sure they're double Ziploc and they're secure. But those are things you can have in the freezer. They're ready to go and they're not as expensive. And I do not know what this blue stuff is.
Good point.
And they're hard and all that. So they're soft ones, but those are ones you can make yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I know my favorite ice packs were like when I tore my ACL and after surgery they give you like those ones that can like wrap around and like form to your knee.
Yeah. That's right.
And I like those. I mean, that to me, I'm just like, nope, that's why everybody uses a bag of peas.
Yeah,
or like
right.
a bag of corn or something.
A bag of peas, of course.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And then also remembering that you can freeze, you know, grapes and juice and all that stuff. Use those as your chill packs in your kids' lunches too.
Jennifer, this was amazing.
So many good ideas
It
all
was
in one
some really
place.
some good ideas.
And if all else fails, pillows and Dramamine.
I love
That's the
that.
advice right
I didn't
there.
say that. I didn't say that on
Let's
TV.
just knock our kids out and let them sleep the entire time. Jennifer, thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining us. And you can learn more tips online at miss-fix-it.com, or you can hire a professional organizer or Jennifer at TucsonProfessionalOrganizers.org.
Still ahead on the Morning Blend, we're going to learn about rain basins and how water harvesting works.
Plus, we're going to head over to the Humane Society to see what kind of specials are happening to get all of their animals a home this summer. And, of course, to meet this adorable little puppy right after this.